Hi everyone, so it's been a while since I've posted a tutorial, right? So since it's summer, I'm going to be showing you guys how to recreate this refreshing peach makeup look, and if you guys want to learn how to recreate this look, just keep on watching. So first, going in with these Cosrx One Step Moisture Up pads, I usually like to cut these in half since one whole pad is kind of big for my whole entire face, and I just like to wipe that onto my whole entire face, and this will just help for my skin to be nice and prepped before makeup and tone my face also, so yeah. Now using a primer, I'm just going to be putting that basically on my T-zone and areas where I want my makeup to stay in place. Now using these Wet n Wild Mega Cushion color correctors, I'm going to be first taking the mint shade, which helps to color correct any red on your face or like redness. So I'm going to be putting that mainly on my cheeks since that's mainly where I have redness, and then blending that out with my cushion puff. And then using the peach shade, this helps to make any darker areas on your face brighter, and I just put that on my under eye circles since those are pretty dark, and then also onto my eyelids just to kind of even it out. And then going in with a sponge, I'm just going to be blending that all in. Now with concealer, you guys basically know the drill. I'm just going to be putting that on my under eye circles and also any blemishes that I want to cover up. And then using my finger, I'm just going to be tapping that in and then going in with a sponge afterwards just to blend everything out. Now using this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, I'm just going to be dotting that all over my face and then blending that in with a sponge. And I really like this because it looks really nice and natural on my face, but it has really good coverage as well, and it doesn't make my face look cakey. And also it's from the drugstore, so it's really cheap, and I suggest trying this out because it's a really good foundation. And I'm also going to be putting concealer on my eyelids just to prime my lids for later on. Now using my favorite powder ever, which is the Holika Sweet Cotton Sebum Clear Pact, I'm just going to be putting that basically under my eyes and on any places where I don't want my face to look oily. So I'm just going to be putting that around my nose, on my eyelids just to set them for later on my forehead, and also around the sides of my mouth. Now onto eyebrows, I'm going to be first combing them out, and then using this eyebrow pencil, I'm just going to be kind of drawing out the shape that I want my brows to be. So I first draw a line under my brows, and don't worry, I'm going to blend this out later on. And then I just draw a line on the top of my brows, and this will basically just give me a guide where to fill it in with the powder that I'm going to use. Now using this E.L.F eyebrow kit, I'm just going to be filling in my eyebrows and kind of blending out the lines that I drew in earlier, and also kind of doing a fade near the front of my brows. Now using this Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara, I'm just going to be setting my brows. Now using these Colourpop pressed shadows, I'm going to be first using the color Wait For It, and I'm going to be putting that onto my lid with my ring finger. This shade is kind of a corally peach shade, and this will be the base for the eyeshadow look. And I really like these Colourpop shadows because they're super pigmented and they just look really nice. And then going in with the color IOU and Wait For It again, I'm just going to be mixing those two together and then putting that into my crease just to blend out everything. And IOU is kind of a more orangey peach color, and it just looks super nice and they blend in super well. Going in with the Face Shop eyeshadow in the color Creamy Peach, I'm going to be using that kind of just to blend in the edges of the crease, if that makes any sense, just to make sure everything looks nice and blended and no harsh lines are there. And then going back in with IOU and Wait For It, I'm just going to be putting that on my lower lash line with a smaller brush. Now using the NYX Prismatic shadow in the color Golden Peach, I'm just going to be putting that near the inner part of my eyelid and also kind of putting it near the center as well. And I really love this shade because it's just so pretty and metallic looking, and these NYX Prismatic eyeshadows are so good. I recommend you guys try them out. And I'm also going to be putting that on my lower lash line as well. Now using the Colourpop shadow in the color Flipper, which is more of a kind of light orange glittery color, I'm just going to be using my ring finger once again just to pat that onto my eyelid, and this color is so pretty and I really love this color. Now using the color Top Notch, which is a warm brown, I'm just going to be putting that on the outer corners of my eyes and then blending it in just to give my eye look a bit more depth. And then I'm also going to be carrying that onto my lower lash line, kind of bringing it near the front of my lower lash line and then just blending it all out. Now using this brow pen, I'm just going to be doing a slight wing since I didn't want to use black to make it very dramatic and bold looking, and I just wanted to keep everything looking very soft. And I'm also going to be putting that onto my lower lash line as well. And I filmed this off camera, but I also lined my eyes with the Holika Jewel Light Waterproof Eyeliner. Now going in with the color Top Notch, once again, I'm just going to be using that to blend out the eyeliner that we did earlier, so everything's a bit softer looking. Now using the shade Pep Talk, I'm just going to be putting that on my inner corners just to kind of brighten everything up. Now using this Etude House Dr. Mascara Fixer, I'm just going to be putting that onto my lashes, and it's kind of like a lash primer just to make my lashes look a bit longer and also to make sure that my curl stays in place when I put on my mascara. Now using this Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, I'm just going to be putting that onto my eyelashes. You guys know the drill. And this is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras, so I definitely recommend it. Now using the Too Faced Sunny Bunny Natural Bronzer, I'm going to be putting that on the outer perimeters of my face just to give me a bit more of a bronzed look, since this is a more summer look and you want to look nice and bronzed up. And I'm also going to be putting that onto my temples, and then also I'm going to be contouring my nose a little bit. For blush, I'm going to be using this E.L.F. Peach Blush, and it's from the Dark Blush palette, and I'm just going to be putting that on to mainly the apples of my cheeks and then blending it out. And I tried to use a light hand while applying this, but it's just so pigmented and it looks like a lot is on my cheeks, but I swear I used a tiny bit. Now using the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder. This is my favorite highlighter at the moment. It's so pretty and so glowy, and I actually am using a lot of Wet n Wild products in this video, as you can see, but I swear this is not sponsored. I just really love these products, and I'm putting that on any areas where I usually highlight, and it's so pretty and it's so glowy. So now I'm concealing my lips for the lip color that I'm going to be using, which is the Wet n Wild lipstick, and this is from their Katsu Matte Lipstick collection, and it's in the color Nudist Peach, and as you can see, it's a pretty vibrant peach color actually, so I just put that onto the inner part of my lips and then blended it out with a smaller brush. So this part kind of got cut out, but I used the NYX Rouge Cream Blush in the color Red Cheeks, and I just put that in the center of my lips just to give it a bit more of a gradient. So yeah, that's basically all for the look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and I was actually thinking of doing a fruit inspired makeup series, so let me know down below if you guys want to see that, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!